Hi, this is Abe Wilson. That ain't just like a TIS. If you like my video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing. Topic I'm going to talk to you today about is the Soul Train Awards. The Soul Train Awards happened about a week and a half ago or 2 weeks ago today, and I really want to talk about it. I had a lot going on the last week and a half, so with the bad weather in Texas, and then me going having different sinus problems. That's why I haven't been on the walk. Anyway, um, I like the way the setup was about the Soul Train Awards. Kevin Hart was a pretty good host. He was interactive. He had comedy. His jokes landed real good, except for the one about Kanye. That one didn't land too good. But anyway, I saw a couple of I saw a couple of what they would call it BET experience performances. I saw one by this girl named Molly something, and she was singing some kind of song that I've been hearing on on uh different people's videos. I can't think of the song now. I did kind of write it down. I did kind of write it down, and it went like something. I can't think of the name of the beat, but let me see. I know I wrote it down in my notes. Let me see exactly what I wrote. Let me pause this video and I'll be right back. Here I am, I'm back. I just said in my notes that Molly did a good performance, but it was some kind of Caribbean African dance song. I can't remember the name of it. But anyway, I said her performance was good. And then they had some woman named Layla, and she did another kind of rap African Jamaican performance. Those are the only two BET Experience performances that I got to see because I caught on the last end of it. And then right after that, it went into the BET Awards. And like I said, I DVR this on Philo because, like I said, I had so much going on and I didn't want to miss it. But it is a 4 hour show. And I'm just going to talk about the parts that I liked and the parts that I didn't like. Now, now I did like, now I did like the way they went into the 106 in Park. Now they did have Terrence J doing a lot of the BET Experience hosting and stuff. And he also did the 106 in Park. They had all the 106 in Park former host on there, except for Roxy. And Roxy came out and explained that she had prior engagements. That's why she couldn't come. But to me, they really didn't need Roxy because they had some. I think her name was Summer or Bree, and then they had the AJ guy. Now I kind of forgot about Barlow until they mentioned his name, and then they had Keisha Shante kind of taking Roger Diaz's place. That's why I said they really needed because Keisha Shante did a real good job. Now I didn't know anything about Keisha Shante until I saw on Entertainment Tonight Canada, back in 2020. And then I mentioned to my niece, she said, "Oh yeah, Keisha Shante, being a singer and an actress from way back in the 90s and stuff." So well, it was my first time hearing about it. And so now I think she's supposed to be on some kind of housewives reality show. I think I did a video on that a while back, but she was very good at hosting and also announcing the acts. And I'm kind of glad they did what came out with the artists that were from the 90s and early 2000s, as far as them being on 106 in Port and stuff like that. It started off, I think the first performance was, I think with Shantae and All That Black, and she sung Foolish, and then she sung another song, and then it went to commercial break, and after that, it came back to, I think it came back after Shantae, I think it was A. Marie, and then after A. Marie, no, I think it was Maya, and then, no, yeah, it was A. Marie, then Maya, and then after Maya came, I think after Maya came, I think after Maya came, maybe it was I think it was Mariah Carey. Mariah Carey had a real good performance. And then after Mariah Carey, uh, they had um, they had uh, everybody giving a tribute to Jamie Foxx, and I like that everybody came out and sang. It was Tank. It started off with Babyface singing one of Jamie Foxx songs, and then Tank came in. Him and this I think it was DJ Fresh. They did a song of his, the rapper, and then Jennifer Hudson came on the end and blew everybody away. And Jamie Foxx was just so shocked and surprised and stuff. And he gave a good speech because he was saying that when he saw that in memorandum, he said, "Ooh, that could have been me. That could have been me." He was saying that he was happy that the Lord had gave him a second chance and stuff like that. And he came and spoke with his daughters, and they looked real good and pretty. But yeah, Jennifer Hudson sung the house down. She was the best one to sing that Ray Charles song that he remade when he made the movie and everything about that. And then after that performance, I think if you want to call the rap performances, I forgot that T.I. was a rapper. T.I. did pretty good with his rapping. Also, Bow Wow but the best rap performance I would say would be Glorilla. She had on an all white suit and she came out there rapping and singing and dancing. And then after that, Lotto came in. Oh, that's right. Lotto did a separate performance, and then she also did one with Glorilla, and that was real good. No, it wasn't Lotto. It was Keisha Cole. Keisha Cole did a real good job on her own solo thing too, and also with Glorilla. So those are both performances. Now I didn't watch it enough to see the B2K performance, but I did catch a clip of it online on Twitter when it first happened, and they really did a good thing. And then they also announced that they were going to be coming back together on a tour and stuff like that. And as far as the fashions, I liked it what I liked it what Tamar had on, Tamar Braxton. I also liked it what Tisha Campbell had on. I also liked what um I also like what Latoya Liquor had on separately, and then what Latoya Liquor had on our cast, the sister, divorced sisters. They was all at the BET Awards. I also liked it what what Tyler Pratt had on. She used to be on a lot of shows in the '90s. And like I said, Tisha Campbell did good. Even though she did come out later and said she had a mommy makeover. And then they also had some of the housewives on the show. They had Nene. I liked what Nene looking in that long red sequin dress suit. They also had Marlo there with Quad and I think it was Marlo, Quad, and Cynthia. And Quad tried to have that same look that Drew had for the opening of season 16, but it just didn't look. That just didn't look right on Quad. Quad might have the body and the face and everything, but it just looked ill fitting on Quad for some reason. But at least in my opinion, it looked better on Drew uh, 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 with Drew, uh, with Drew slim curvy body. He looked better on Drew than he did on Four. But anyway, those were some of the housewives that were there, and also Kelly was there, one of the newbies, and also Angela Oakley. Somebody spotted her at the BET Awards with a fan, and then so I was glad of that. So those were the fashions that I liked in the BET Awards. Like I said, all in all, this was the best BET Awards in a couple of years, and I really did like it. Even though it was a 3.5, 4 hour show, I stopped it after the after the tribute to Jeremy Fox. This when I stopped it. Now I did see clips of what the icon award that Tyler Perry got in his little bitty speech. But I think Jamie Foxx's speech resonated with people more than what Tyler Perry had to say. That's all I have for this soul training. I mean, that's all I have for this video. This is A. Wesley. That ain't even tells it like a TI is. I am out.